What is it that makes EI Engineering mud buckets unique? It's the little things that make the biggest difference. The base materials and strength where you need it. Every part of the design of our mud bucket makes a difference in the performance you get from it. Mud buckets have three purposes. Number one, to bulk out aerated material. Number two, to clean up and level the ground after earthworks. And number three, to move buckets and other tools to and from and around the site. And because they're usually the largest bucket in the arsenal of attachments, mud buckets are often used in some applications where another bucket may be better suited. In circumstances where the bulk material has settled over some months, whilst a mud bucket may be able to bulk that material out, a large capacity GP bucket with teeth may be better to aerate the material again and bulk load it out. Using a mud bucket in these types of applications puts the machine and bucket under a great deal more stress and slows down productivity. EI Engineering mud buckets are manufactured from Bisalloy grade high strength steel, which is 3 times stronger and 3 times more abrasion resistant than mild steel. Both the weld-in edge and the bolt-on edge protrude 10 to 15 mil either side of the bucket, which gives the sides of the bucket the clearance necessary when bulking out. This creates less drag from the sticky material grabbing the sides of the bucket. With all the different types of substrates in Australia, some hard, some soft, some really abrasive and some not so abrasive, we fit wear strips to the back plate of the bucket which offer protection against wear and are a visual reference point as to the wear rate of the bucket. If these wear strips are replaced when they wear down, it will increase the bucket life immeasurably. Because the mud bucket is the largest bucket in the contractor's fleet, the greatest area of stress is on the hangers and top box areas. We use thicker material in our top box section and it's rolled for extreme strength so it absorbs the constant seesawing action as the machine digs and rotates the bucket through the ground. And you'll notice that the EI Engineering bucket hangers are long down the back of the bucket with multiple layers of weld, which gives the bucket increased positive drive through the material. This allows the machine digging power to be directed to pushing the material in the bucket, creating less flex and stress through the top end of the bucket and avoiding the sponge effect. We also use larger than standard welds to ensure that they are as strong as the Bisalloy grade high strength materials we use in the bucket itself. And due to our use of higher strength steel, our buckets are not as heavy as the mild steel buckets, so can offer increased bucket capacity, which also means an easier workload on the machine for greater reliability. Internally, we use gussets in the top and bottom corners to maintain the strength and integrity of the bucket shape. And nesting of the buckets and other attachments in the mud bucket is crucially important. EI Engineering places great significance in the design stage, ensuring that the mud bucket can pick up and carry the other attachments to and from and around sites. And possibly the most important and often overlooked part of the bucket is the bolt-on edge. We fit a bolt-on edge as standard and necessary part of the bucket, and it's there for 2 important reasons. Firstly, as a wear plate to protect the weld-in edge from premature wear and early replacement, but also to add increased strength to the weld-in edge to ensure that it remains straight so cleanup is easy and a professional finish can be achieved at all times. All of these features come together to produce a bucket that is robust and reliable and gives you cost savings, greater productivity and longer bucket and machine life. Also, in our mud bucket range, we have 45-degree tilting mud buckets and larger high-volume mud buckets for bulk loading or loading out light materials. As a professional earth mover, you need machines and attachments that make you money for your business. EI Engineering attachments will ensure you have the tools to provide you with easier, more productive digging so you can make more money. The rest is up to you. For more information on EI Engineering mud buckets or any of our other attachments, give us a call on 1300 852 820.